Good morning, good morning, good morning. The this is Mindset Monday. And you guys, this one is the starting of a new beginning. So, what are we going to talk about today is me season. What does that mean? That means that we're going to start choosing ourselves first. We are going to prioritize ourselves for the rest of this year and all of next year. Now, please be clear. This is not selfishness. This is not abandoning your responsibilities. This is not running away from your life. This is creating and rebuilding your dream life. Me season is about softness. It's about rebuilding your life, looking at your life through a more grandiose, more fabulous, more luxurious lens. Me season is all about you. A lot of the things are not happening the way we want them to happen, simply because you cannot expect great things to happen when you neglect your greatness. I'll say it again. You cannot expect great things to happen when you neglect your greatness. Because many women have been living your lives in coach. Mm-hmm. I said it. You've been doing everything for everyone. You have been stretching yourself thin. You have been normalizing exhaustion. And I'm here to tell you that that version of your life leads to unhappiness. So why does me season matter? You show up for your kids, you show up for your job, you show up for marriages or relationships, you show up for your family and all the responsibilities that come with them. But when was the last time you showed up for you fully? Not just a little corner piece of showing up for yourself. Not just, you just sat down and took your shoes off and took your bra off and whew, that's not taking care of yourself. That's just a little temporary corner piece of relief. So when I ask you, when was the last time you took care of yourself? Not your role, not your title, not, you know, the people that you serve, but just you. Me season belongs at the top of your list. So when you stop waiting on permission to be enjoying your life, having a soft moment, being happy, resting, a lot of us sleep, but very few of us rest. So when was the last time you served you and just you? Me season is about when you stop waiting for permission to rest, enjoy your life, and just be happy. Because let me tell y'all something. The truth is this. Most people who put themselves first will never pour into you. You know why? Because they too busy taking care of themselves. They ain't gonna ask you if you okay. You be like, I do everything for everybody, and won't nobody even ask me nothing, won't call me on my birthday because they're too busy pouring into themselves. They ain't got time for you. And sometimes we need to start acting accordingly. Take a nod from people who take care of themselves. You need to do the same. And you need to understand They're not going to ask you how you doing. And they definitely not going to ask you, do you need anything? You know why? Because it's a strong possibility you might say yes, and they're very clear that yes comes with responsibility. So that's why they always have their nose ready. Because saying yes to you comes with too much responsibility. And that cuts into their me season. Let me explain something to you. This is the year of me season. This is also the year of one. Y'all need to add up 2026 and it comes out to 10 and the number is one. What does that mean? Serve you first. Your soft life is imperative. Softness is calm, softness is happiness, softness is laughter, and softness is intentional care. A woman who rests, you think clearer. If you have a joyfulness about yourself, you make better decisions. Do y'all kind of remember, like, I don't know how many of y'all had the grannies that they would just walk around and they would just hum. That's an inner happiness. Or they would just sing. A woman who honors herself creates a life that feels good to live in. A lot of our lives are so chaotic that we are uncomfortable living in our own lives. You need to start creating a life that you enjoy living in. And it may not be look as luxurious as some people, but it might just be wisdom. It might just be peace. It might just be quiet. But this is the thing. Whatever it is, you need to seat yourself in first class. Whatever that looks like, I need you to create a mansion in your mind with a staff that caters to you. Somebody who literally is anticipating your needs. Why do I tell you to create that mansion in your mind? Because once you keep replaying it, it's going to have to come out of here and come out here. And you're going to start walking like you got the servants. Somebody is looking after you for a change. Somebody is asking you if you're okay for a change. Somebody is catering to the desires of your heart for a change. And guess what? You're going to realize that person is you. You're going to cater to you more. You're not going to be catering to everybody else. Now, and you need to be okay with starting where you are. You don't need to start with a full day off tomorrow. You may not have to go on a full vacation, and you may not have to disappear from your life. And you can if you want to, but just start slow. 15 minutes every day at a specified time. 15 minutes every day at a specified time. You're going to take that time to take care of you. It could be to be quiet. It could be to do a quick facial. It could be where you just close your eyes. It could be where you spend time with God. You choose it because it's your life. And I want these 15 minutes to be all about you, not worrying about what's for dinner, who I'm going to teach, who I'm going to fix this for, who I'm going to manage, what am I explaining this for, how I'm going to perform. Women have been, we have to perform in every aspect of our lives. That's why I don't like nobody to be over there. Somebody, oh, I'm a high performing woman. I'm a soft woman and I enjoy loving my life. I worked in the financial sector for 37 years, having to be high performing. And guess what that high performance gives you? High blood pressure, high cortisol, high sugar levels, high, all these high stuff. And then some of y'all even getting high. So I want you to start out with 15 minutes, then bump it up to 30, then bump it up to 45 minutes, bump it up to an hour. And then, if you feeling spicy, bump it up to a day. Every Wednesday, I'm going to go do da 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 da. And whatever it is that you decide to do, make sure it's something that makes you comfortable. Maybe it's something that will expand you. Maybe I'm a knowledge nerd. So I literally take an hour a day to learn something that I did not know. Because knowledge is power. So I'm trying to learn as much as I can while I'm here. Now, and some of the stuff is things that pertain to business, but some of it is just stuff that I need to know about me as a person. But I want you to make sure that you incorporate some joy and some laughter in whatever it is that you do. Because we got to stop living our lives and coach and start upgrading ourselves and say, not even upgrading, we're going to normalize living our lives in first class. See, when you living in coach, think about it. When you on that plane and you in coach, they put you in the back, especially if you get that seat all the way in the back where you can smell airplane fuel and you up in there nauseous and you queasy. Why y'all think they put that bag in the back of that barf bag up in there? Because they know that airplane fumes is going to make you sick. Then it ain't enough room. You just up in there. You just uncomfortable. Everybody up on each other. You praying to God that the person next to you bathe. Your knees is in people's back. People bumping you. People rocking back. You feel like you just feel like a fruit roll up. And God help you if you're in the middle seat. A lot of y'all living your life like you in the middle seat. You ain't even got no aisle or no window. And this is what it feels like. You just in coach when you taking care of everybody else. And what's your thank you note when you riding in coach? Oh, they going to give you them stale pretzels and they going to give you a half a drink. They used to give you a whole can of drink. Now they give you a little dick to cut. They just going to give you a little corner piece. Just enough to wet your whistle. Just enough so they don't have to do the Heimlich on you on them dry ass pretzels. So it's time for you to understand that when you live in your life in coach, it's uncomfortable. And it's time for you to normalize flying first class. And I don't know if anybody in here has ever flown first class before, but Sugarfoot, let me tell you what it's like. Okay. So you up in here and coach while everybody else is okay. You then sat up in here and bought yourself a seat in coach, but everybody around you, you done paid for them a first class seat. Then you want to know why you exhausted because you trying to take care of everybody but yourself. You need to open your mindset and yourself up to first class living. Now, let me tell y'all about first class. Did you notice first class get the board first? Because guess what? Hence the name, first class. You get to go first. They give you a warm cloth. Oh, go ahead and wipe your hands off because we're going to get you a little something to drink. Oh, you want wine, you want soda, you want juice, you want champagne, whatever it is that you want to drink. They're going to make you a drink. Then they're going to say, well, do you want something to eat? They're going to make sure you got a plate, a little corner piece of something to eat. And the better the airline, the better the food, the better the drinks, the better the accoutrements. Because see, when you fly, it's a difference. Everybody, I'm from the hub of Delta. But when you get on the Emirates, it is an experience. It's not a flight. So you need to start experiencing life. They're going to give you them extra beverages. You get unlimited beverages. You get a hot meal, you get dessert, you get like a little care package with eye mask and the sleep mask, and they gonna serve you, and you got people that's asking you, are you okay? Do you need anything else? They gonna give you a little impolite movie. They gonna give you all kinds of snacks. The snacks is even different. And then you can get unlimited snacks. You can get whatever you want. I need y'all to start living y'all life like you are flying in super first class. And when you walk into your home, it needs to be like a 7-star hotel. And I'm not really talking about the decor. Now y'all know I like a little corner piece of decor, but I'm talking about the peace. When you hit that thing and you come up in that plush hotel, ain't no noise, ain't no chaos, ain't nobody asking you to do everything for you. People is trying to pamper you and take care of you. So when you get in that first class, I need y'all to stay there, be pampered, be cared for, and be around people who ask you, are you okay? You need to understand that your happiness is no longer optional. Your well-being should be your master plan from this day forward. Meseason is not an upgrade. It is your new normal. Now, let's do your affirmations. And I want y'all to say this out loud because y'all know we have to do our rich girls affirmations. I choose myself first. My softness is my number one priority. My joy is non-negotiable. I deserve rest and pleasure in my life. I honor my needs with confidence. I am worthy of a first-class life. Choosing me creates abundance in every area of my life. My happiness is a part of my purpose. So your rich girl assignments for this week, I need you to schedule 15 minutes of uninterrupted me time daily. Do something that brings you joy without serving someone else. I want you to speak to yourself kindly, no criticism, no rushing. Identify one area where you have been neglecting yourself and gently start attending to that need. And decide what a first-class seat in your own life, what does that look like? Pen to paper. What does your first-class life look like? So I'm going to close this out, but I want you to understand we're entering in Meseason. And the first step is on January 2nd, 2026 at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on TikTok. I will be live for 90 days of Meseason. But, we're going to start a little early. We can start early. But it starts now. So I want you all to make sure y'all tune in and be with me for 90 days. We're going to do these little micro, just little easy bite-sized things for 90 days of Meseason. We're going to choose ourselves. We're going to stop deferring our needs. Not later. We're going to do it now. Because softness is a fulfilled woman, and you make the world just a little bit sweeter to live in. So we're going to choose ourselves. January 2nd, 2026, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Meseason begins. We're going to care for ourselves for 90 days straight. And I love you to pieces.